What is up, YouTube? Brandon here from Team Dreadnought, wishing you all a happy Halloween, and bring you a deck profile of my Aquaforce Revonn deck. For starters, we have Advanced Party Brave Shooter. One of the better starters they have. He's an AK booster when he's the first one to boost. When you have two or less rested rear guards, excuse me. Other starters I could say would be Estrella or Eric, but he's my choice for starter just because you get that extra AK. It's essentially an extra AK booster, so you have like 5 Theos in this deck. For grade 3s, we have 4 Last Card Revonn, the boss of the deck. He's, for those who don't know his ability, it's Linear Break 4, counter loss 1 when he attacks a Vanguard. If the number of rested units in your front row are 3, he gains power plus 3,000 and critical plus 1 until the end of the battle. So he's attacking 14k 2 crit every turn when you counterblast, when you have 3 or front row. Also, he has a secondary act ability, which is counterblast 1 to gain 2,000 until the end of the turn. So you do that, and then you do his main ability. He's attacking 16,000 with 2 crits. And then he has Lord, and everybody knows what Lord does. Next, we have 4 Transcore Dragons, the Break Rod. I like it. It's a little underwhelming right now, but with new cards that come out, make it much better. For those who don't know its ability, it's when an Aquaforce rides it, the unit that rides it gains 10,000 power, and the ability when it attacks your opponent's Vanguard, they have to discard a card. Otherwise, they cannot guard for the rest of the turn, and your unit gains an extra critical. So if you keep break riding, Transcore over Transcore, you're going to wear down your opponent's abilities, guarding power very quick, roughly throughout the game. And then you just ride Revonn on the last couple turns and swing for game with that extra power and critical. Grade 2s, we have 4 Tier Knight Lazarus, just for that 10k base. Good grade 2 ride target, mainly because they don't have a lot of other attackers yet. We don't have Tidal Assault, we don't have, a lot of the other stuff that comes out in set 13. I'm only running 3 of Twin Strikes mainly because he's not a true 12k attacker. You have to 2 or less rested rear guard when he attacks. So, without further ado, we have 3 Twin Strike Brave Shooter. He's really good, especially when you boosted it by Brave Shooter. It gets both of their costs out of the way. You have 2 or less rested rear guards because they count themselves. So you have a 20k column right there, and that's easily gotten. And very good, really good, just to start off your attack order. Just a good 20k solid attack to attack an opponent's rear guard, or maybe force out a few guards from your Vanguard. So we have 2 Tier Knight Lucas. Just for extra draw power in the deck, it's not that counterblast heavy, so you're able to play a couple of these. When it hits, counterblast 2 to draw a card. There's plenty of them in the game right now, and this is Aquaforces. Like I said, it's for draw power, because sometimes you do need a little bit of extra draw power in this deck. And next we have the 11k attacker, Titan of the Beam Rifle. 8k base, when you have a Vanguard with Limit Break 4, it gets power plus 3,000 when it attacks, so it's a solid 11k attacker. 8k on defense, intercept it off, or but if they do leave it around, it'll start doing some havoc. Boosted by 7k, that's an 18k column, forces a 10k out of cross rides, forces a lot of guard out of some rear guards. Boosted by a Theo or something, that's that's 19, so that can force 15 on pesky rear guards. Next we have Staple, Perfect Shields 4, Emerald Shield Pascal, all the new art because new art's smexy. Next we got 4 Staple Tier Knight Theo, solid AK booster, really not much you can say about that. It's needed in the deck. You need that extra push for power. With Aquaforce's type attack style and change right now to just a rested front 3, it's pretty good. He's a pretty good booster just to put him in the back row or put him behind the Vanguard. Next we have 4 Mercenary Brave Shooter. I use him for 1, a solid 7k boost, and 2, you can get a good rush going early game. Let's say you go second, you ride Theo, you call him, you can attack for a 10k attack, and attack with Theo. If you hit a stand trigger, he stands back up, and he's attacking for 15. That's a lot of attack power on turn 1 that most people usually don't have a leaf guard to protect. To round out the grade 1s, normal 10k booster, Battle Siren Dorothea, perfect for this deck. When it's a 3rd attack or more, it boosts a Vanguard, it gains power plus 4,000, so it's a 10k booster on the 3rd attack or more, so you put it right behind your Vanguard. It just works perfectly coherently with the deck since Revonn has to attack last, and you have to fully rest the front row, so it'll always be a 3rd attack, so it's something you can always have. Get into the triggers now. 6. Yes, I play 6. Mass Production Sailor because I can. He's a good stand trigger. If you have to call him as a booster, you can call him in multiples. You have to call your full back row. That's a back row of 6k boosters. You call your back row and you have to call one for an attacker. So you have to call 4 to the field. They're all 7ks. So you have 14k call. So you have 14k column and 2 7k boosters, which he comes in handy. He has a 10k shield that you have to place onto the field, but that effect is mainly for just a last ditch effort that you have to call it. Next, you just have 4 draws. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing special about it. You just need the draw power. And we have 2 crits. Just basically, I play it for the unflip effect, and for, let's say I ride Transcore. They no guard it because they're only at 3 damage or something. I can get Supersonic Sailor, top deck the crit, and that's an extra crit on their damage. So. Also, it's another 10k shield, and it has a good unflip effect because this deck will start getting a weak on counterblast sooner or later. And to final it off, 4 heals. So, Ice Soul Angel because it's adorable. So, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Expect the Genovius deck profile up soon. See you guys later.